Hi, I'm Caleb Robinson, and for my final project, I decided to do the game of Nim. I chose to do the game of Nim because in class, it's one of the few games that we got to design, and we didn't really do much to it. With my version of the game of Nim, I decided that I wanted to use Python turtles instead. I wanted to do this because it reminded me of the Flash games I used to play as a kid. And so I wanted to design my own. I thought that would have been cool. Okay, so let's restart the project. Okay, so there's the title screen. Next, the program brings you to this screen and tells you the instructions. To sum it up, you either choose 1, 2, 3, or 4 on your keyboard, and it subtracts that number of balls. So here it asks you how many balls you want to begin with. Let's start with 25. Boop. Okay. So there's our 25 multicolored balls. As you can see, the current number of balls is updated to 25. So let's start by taking away balls. Let's start with the 3 key. Okay. So it subtracted 3, and then the computer went and it subtracted 2, making the current number of balls 20. So let's take away 4. The computer takes away 1, making it 15. Let's take away 2. 3, making it 10. Let's take away 4, making it 6, 5. And then we can't take away more than 4. We've lost at this point, so let's take away 1. The computer takes away 4, and I lose. Alright. There's the lose screen, and it asks me if I would like to keep playing. I'm going to say yes. Alright, the computer rebuilds itself, gives me more instructions. Let's choose a number we can win with. 24. If you pick a number divisible by 5, you've lost at that point. The computer knows how to calculate, knows the correct calculations to get it down to 0. However, if we make the number divisible by 5 ourselves, so let's say it's 24, let's subtract 4, making it 20, the computer has to guess at a number. This is because it also cannot choose a number greater than 4, just like us. So instead, it chooses a random number. So it's 18 right now. If we take away 3, we get down to 15. It takes away a random number. It took away 4. We want to get it down to 10. Another divisible by 5. And it takes away 3. Let's take away 2, making it 5. It can't take away more than 4, so it takes away 3. We take away, let's say, 4. We win. And then there's the win screen, and it's all green. Would we like to keep playing? Let's say no. It plays this little animation here where his eyes go all wonky. And then after the animation is done, the program closes. The size of the balls on screen is actually dependent upon the number of balls that you would initially choose. So let's say we start with a higher number. As long as it's over 50, it's going to start scaling down. So let's say it's 75. As you can tell, the balls are a little smaller. And if we choose an outrageous number, something like 500, they will be very, 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 very tiny and take a very long time to populate. I learned a lot about how to use classes through this assignment. Before, I was trying to design this program not using classes, and it was very, very difficult. I kept designing myself into a box where I just couldn't code anything else. Too many things were dependent on each other. I had to pass so many variables that it just wasn't working properly. Scott showed me a better way to do it, and that was by putting the entire game into one class. Therefore, I wouldn't have to pass any variables. They would all be able to recognize each other. You could call one variable in any function in the class, and it would be usable. And that made designing my program a lot easier. Before designing this program, I saw classes as overly complicated, but now that I know how to design them, I see that it can actually make coding and your life in general a lot easier.